You save a mob boss from mortal danger and he says he owes you a favor and gives you his personal number. After years of unfortunate events, you text the number "I want to be happy" as a joke. Understood, he sent back. "I want to be happy." Aaron hit send and closed his eyes, falling heavily back onto his pillow. He typed out the message 4 times in the cold, pre-dawn gloom of his studio apartment, writing it first to his mom, then to his ex, then to his estranged best friend, and finally to his mob boss. The first 3 times he deleted immediately. His mom's heart was already too broken for his problems. His former friend would try to sell him drugs, and Rachel? She'd already said everything she needed to a year ago or more. Had it already been more? He sighed heavily, rolling over onto his side to stare at the dregs of last night's beer sitting on the nightstand. His stomach turned, his head was an anchor, plummeting down into the depths where the pressure rose and smart people didn't go. He finished the beer. Understood. A text came in. Aaron's face, lit by the harsh blue light of his phone's display, was a confused mass of hair and parted lips as he read it. "What the hell?" Aaron muttered. What time even was it in New York now? 8:15. Had he just interrupted a mob boss's morning coffee and a bagel and actually gotten a response? 10 minutes later, Aaron stood in front of his open fridge, blue light traded in for a soft yellow glow and the brighter, sharper call of his last beer. His phone rang as his fingertips touched the cold bottle. He jumped, nearly knocking it off the shelf before he answered. "Hello?" Aaron said, his voice dull with disuse. "Boy, you sound like hell." The tone was gravelly but familiar, even though Beat only heard them once before. Aaron had been on the other side of the country then, down on his luck art student pretending that driving for Uber could save him. "Is this? Not over the phone, kid. Fat Tony will be there in 2 hours, he's hauling ass from Fresno. You picked a real shithole to move to. When he gets there, follow him, and get in the car. And whatever you're thinking, don't say it. Fat Tony doesn't like it when you say it." Aaron popped the cap off his last beer and sat down on the floor taking a long sip. He'd nurse it after this, he had to, but he couldn't talk to a man like this without a drink. "Sir, I didn't really think you'd respond. It was mostly a joke." The man on the other end of the line snorted. Aaron imagined cigar smoke in the air and the man's necklace jangling as he shook his head. It wouldn't have been bagels this morning. Men like this didn't eat bagels. "Kid, someone who sounds like you doesn't make jokes. You wouldn't know funny if it put